Hello, stream. This is Science Cyber, and I will be commentating the CTL match today, which is going to be between UC Berkeley B and Columbia. It looks like it will be a solo commentary for now, as I'm waiting on Neutral to show up, but you know, it should be fine. And thank you everyone who's in the stream chat right now. So what we can expect from this matchup, these are both two lower division teams, but both are about in the middle of the pack for the lower division. So definitely very solid teams that can, you know, definitely make some interesting things happen during the match with a lot of potential. I believe it's mostly SS ranks with like, and roughly like the S rank ballpark for most players, but you know, should be interesting nonetheless. I think we're just waiting for players to show up right now, and hopefully my co-commentator as well. But yeah, so oh, as for any announcements, I believe there were some changes to how substitutes work for teams. I believe any team cannot register additional substitutes for the next 2 days. So if your team is considering doing that, and your substitutes are below the rating of the currently lowest rated player on the team, you should be able to register them as a substitute, so team captains do look out for that. And then I think beyond that, there's also... Oh yeah, right. We are still accepting donations for multiple different incentives, including meme contest for Ben XT coaching, as well as being able to pie some of the organizers. So definitely do donate to the prize pool if you want, and it would be greatly appreciated. Everyone here at CTL would really like that, actually. Hello! It looks like Neutral is in fact here, my co-commentator, so I guess he'll take the time to introduce himself.
Hi, Cyan. Hi, folks. We're live.
Yeah, welcome to the stream. I was just giving off some of the announcements covering the donations, as well as some of the important rule changes that are happening. If you have anything to say, Neutral, maybe on the match or anything?
Oh, nah, go ahead. Take it from here.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, I mean, there's not really that much more to say. We're kind of just waiting for people to show up. I'm waiting for the teams to get ready. Seems like we have both teams in the room, so hopefully they will get to their picks and bans first.
I mean, if anything, I'm like not new to Tetris. I'm pretty new to CTL. Like, I do wonder, how do you pick bans? As in, what criteria do you actually use to pick bans on your opponent team?
So that does kind of come down to each team's team composition, obviously, but I guess as for my team, which is mostly similar ranks against other teams, you kind of want to look for what you want your first match to be, whether you want to sack the first one or you want to come out of the gate strong. Because most teams won't blind their best player first, so generally if you do like ban the second and third best players, you can get a pretty consistent matchup against the fourth and fifth best. So if you're looking to win out the gate, that's definitely a strategy you can use. Otherwise, you can also ban like the bottom two if you want like a stronger matchup first. Then also some teams choose to ban like the bottom player and then the top player, which I think you're just trying to get like a middle of the road matchup.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's definitely like an interesting thing, but also it's like you also have to like the more players you have of a similar rank, the easier it is to kind of like dodge bans. But it's like it is very complex because like if like one of the players you're hoping to send out blind gets banned out, that can like really throw a wrench into your plans. So there is a little bit of kind of just like read what your opponent might try to do. So that's always something to consider. I believe the teams are probably doing their picks and bans right now, so I think we're just waiting for people to trickle in. Thank everyone who's here already. Should be a good stream, just usually it takes a second for the teams to set up, got everyone organized, though thankfully everyone is here, so it seems like a good sign.
Yeah, I can notice a lot of stuff happening in the background. It's not just the Tetris action, it's just a lot of strategizing.
Yeah. So UC Berkeley is definitely like a pretty historic team. I think they've been here for every single year of CTL. So definitely like a long legacy, and their B team is definitely nothing to scoff at. Columbia I think is a relatively newer team. I think they started organizing the team last year, which was definitely very cool. They're not exactly like a powerhouse organization, but there's always like exciting players you can find, even in like the most unexpected places.
Yeah.
I guess there's like not that much to talk about. So neutral, how's your day been?
I don't know. I do have a bunch to say, but right now the words are not. I can't quite think of the words. Let's see. The next thing I'm curious about is both our teams' rosters and exactly how the sort of strategies are gonna. What sort of strategies are gonna come in? Because when we see that. Because you did mention that, when we get to see what players the teams ban in the blind pick phase, we can sort of see what strategies the teams are going to go for, huh?
Yeah, certainly. It's just... I mean, I think from what I've seen from both teams, it's like, it is a pretty solid mix of players in like that S rank range. So... it's kind of just, I think the teams are pretty similar in terms of composition, so I honestly just think that if they just go a 1-to-1 matchup, it'll kind of just be on like who's just having the better day in general. And honestly, those are probably some of the most exciting matches possible.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that.
I guess on my part, I'm having a very interesting day. So if anyone's seen me commentate before, this is not my normal setting. I am on campus in an impromptu stream setup. Shout out to my club mates for setting this up for me. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, we managed to get this up, and yeah. I can't see you.
It looks pretty fire though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also in a. It's a pretty impromptu like space for me commentating, but I'm also doing this on campus too.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, I kind of just want to be out here, like, hang out with people, but, like, I was like, oh, yeah, can I, like, bring my stream setup outside? And they're like, yeah, we can make this work. I'm like, oh, that's pretty hype. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, you'll see a bunch of, like, random drawings behind me. Those are my club members, and then also it's, like, yeah.
Looks fire.
Oh, also, if anyone's like playing a match right now, there is some current issues with the Colette bot. In particular for team captains is pretty important. So the current system is it looks like Aaron, the developer, is not currently at home, so can't really fix it. So the current idea is to just send your bans and then blind picks to an organizer. You can like ping them into a thread and get them to do it. So teams should do that if necessary. You can also just run it off the auto system to like kind of make things easier for both yourselves and the organizers. So team captains, do watch out for that, and good luck with your matches. I hope it's not too scuffed today. It looks like our teams are currently dealing with the very technical issues I just described, so do hang in with us. It shouldn't be too long until the actual matches start, so apologies for that, stream chat. Feel free to take the time, spread the link around, get people to tune in. Should be a fun match today. Definitely one of the closer matches we're gonna have in this round, so very exciting.
Yeah, both teams feel hella close. By the way, did we use a bot to arrange matches like this last year? Because, yeah, I mean, it does feel like we can expedite matches like these with a proper bot. So, yeah.
I think it was developed by Ors last year. There was, since there was no ban system master, it just had to do the blind picks, and so you didn't need to, like, register rosters or anything. And then there was also the sheet was also used last year, too. So most of the tech has stayed similar, though I think there's been a lot more technical mishaps this year, unfortunately. Aaron. But, it's, hopefully things get resolved, and, it's, CTL's a time of, just testing things out, and we'll just see if we can get things working soon, hopefully. Shouldn't be too.
I mean, it's cool nonetheless with a tourney with like a complex system like CTL. Yeah, it is needed. It feels needed.
I mean, yeah, but shout out to the organizers for even making the tournament run at all. It's kind of hard, and it takes a lot of time. So shout out to the organizers, and feel free to donate money to the prize pool so we can go pie them once the tournament is over.
Nice segue.
I mean, yeah, you should donate to the prize pool if you can. I really want the meme contest to come back. It's usually a very fun thing to do every year. I believe the incentive for that is It is $500, and we are at about 420. So we're about $80 away.
$80 away.
Yeah, we can get this happening. We can bring the meme contest back for everyone. So please do. Meme contest is a great way to see a lot of the creativity come out from a lot of individuals in CCL as well as some of the teams. So we would love to have that meme contest again.
All right, folks. So donate to see the memes back and see these fire tournaments.
And then I think the next one beyond that would be $625 prize there. How many S ranks does it take to defeat Kaboozled Pie, who is nominally the best player in CTL? Definitely by a long shot ever since the events of like yesterday happened, or no, I think it was like a couple days ago. If you know, you know. But yeah, Kaboozled Pie is definitely a very great player, and we'll see how he can face him against these SS ranks. So unfortunately, it looks like our team captains are learning how to use the bot for the first time. So, sorry, this might take a little while longer.
It sounds to me like normally the players have the option to run the matches themselves.
Yeah, so I'm assuming the teams have done this before, but I don't know, maybe it's just like, I don't know, stuff happens, I guess.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Okay, let's see. Surely there's something else on CTL that we can talk about. Ah, right, current standings. So it does look like the top two teams in upper division right now are going to be UCLA A and then U Washington, who got the upset over U of T yesterday. So those are definitely some contenders to look out for in the upcoming playoffs that we will be doing pickups for.
How much did they win by? Cause, like U-Wash, was it like a big win for them? I mean, it was definitely a big win, but did they win by a lot?
I think it was the difference was like 4 points or something in that ballpark. Like it wasn't a lot of points. It definitely could have gone UFT's way, but you know, due to some unfortunate events, UFT doesn't exactly have access to their strongest roster right now, and so it was kind of just somewhat foreseeable, but unfortunate loss regardless.
I see.
But yeah, I think that means UW is a plus 44 point differential, and UCLA holds the incredible plus 88 point differential over other teams, which is kind of insane in just 3 rounds. But yeah.
It is UCLA, although Yeah, I have to say, what was I gonna say? Damn it, wait. Uh, okay, my bad. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, when did UCLA? Because UCLA did not used to have this many X plus or just good people, right?
No, I think in the first year it was you Toronto, and you Waterloo were the strongest teams by a mile. But then I think Kabuzo Pi 2 years ago got into UCLA, and it's just been utter dominance since then. Because I think Kabuzo entered in with like Quantum Hornet. I think Golden Eggs was there, then they also had like Jin. And then now they've also acquired QL. So it's just like a lot of top players at UCLA. So it's been about 2 years since they've started to balance.
Yeah, also bans are coming in now from both teams.
Right, so it looks like it'll be Halsey and PTW Aqua banned from UBCB and Columbia respectively. These are the two highest players on both teams, Halsey and X rank, and then PTW Aqua, definitely a strong U rank. And then the second bans will be EVZ from Columbia, and then UC Berkeley will ban I don't know how to say it. K something like that.
Hit Beanie back, probably. Yeah. Okay, the other player actually no wait.
Yeah, Kiki is an A minus rank.
Oh wait, no, I yeah, okay, that was
yeah.
Then. No, I read the wrong name. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you're good. And then Teves is an SS rank, so definitely I think a bit of a different ban strategy coming out from both teams. Okay, I think TVZ. Yeah, okay, yeah. One team is banning much stronger players, while the other team has gone for a 1-5 ban, essentially ban the top and bottom players to try to get something in the middle. And it looks like the blind picks will be Podoba and GeoCubic, which I believe is an SS, which is Podoba versus the S plus rank that is GeoCubic. There's definitely a little bit of rank disparity, but can definitely be close regardless. We've seen some really surprising play from really good S plus ranks in CTL.
Yeah, really similar speed. Although Podoba has the APM advantage, so we'll see if Podoba is able to leverage it.
So hopping to this warm-up, GeoCubic actually speed-gabbing Podoba, the higher-ranked player right now. And oh wait, this isn't the warm-up, this is the round.
This isn't isn't the warm-up. Damn, okay.
Wait, no, it is the warm-up. Okay. Whoops, production.
Yeah, okay. They wanted a warm-up, but we forgot to change the first two score. Alright.
Apologies from production side. Sorry, that was our mistake.
Apologies.
Okay, now this should be the actual match. Right.
Yeah, so it seems to me that if GeoCubic is able to get their opener out, then yeah, it's gonna be a good, solid win on the board for them.
Yeah, this is SDPC, a classic from Season 1 that has kind of survived into Season 2 pretty well. Definitely still a good opener. GeoCubic playing really cleanly here, actually. Keeping it low, keeping it clean, sending over a good amount to Podoba, who is slightly cheesed up right now.
Yeah, Podoba not much in trouble, though. Yeah, back to a clean board. GeoCubic, meanwhile, now has to address this cheese brewing on the board.
Yeah, Podoba managing to get all the way to the bottom here. GeoCubic getting struggle a little bit more, but is about to open this up, I believe. Will it be in time? It looks like it will be barely, though. It's kind of in a precarious situation.
Oh, GeoCubic not getting the eye in time to defend that. Podoba getting first point on the board for Berkeley.
Actually, right side DT cannon from GeoCubic. That's an oddity. Most players tend to do left side because it is faster, but you know, it's still a good, well, usable opener nonetheless. And GeoCubic
Yeah,
will open up well here.
Oh yeah, but now GeoCubic has maybe a little bit too much cheese for comfort. Yeah, gotta get down pretty soon.
Kind of just unfortunate there. GeoCubic getting cut out at the top there. Didn't have great options to get out of that position. So it will be Cordova taking a 12 lead.
Yeah, such an interesting choice of DT cannon. I'm still a little bit baffled here. It does work out really well for Geo. Oh, might have spoke too soon.
Oh no! It's like a triple misdrop up there.
It's like a triple curse. My bad.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of just an unfortunate sequence from GeoCubic. Like one misdrop kind of leading to another. It happens to all of us. Yeah, I'll be Cordova taking another one.
Yeah, Cordova got a good multiplier going. GeoCubic forced to break.
It looks like GeoCubic is going to try to downstack this a little bit, get some value out of this well. It's getting a little bit, but it's not the fastest, and it looks like Cordova will be just fine navigating through this.
Yeah, Cordova comfortably upstacking right now. Meanwhile, GeoCubic probably a bit uncomfortable still. Yeah, Cordova meanwhile has accumulated some search. Ooh, nice break. Sends a lot of cheese over to GeoCubic.
GeoCubic now under a bit of pressure here. Can't really seem to find a downstack out of this position. It'll be Cordova taking another one. It's just really clean, I guess, consistent game from Cordova, sending over enough to pressure GeoCubic up, and GeoCubic can't really find a solution.
Yeah, GeoCubic will need to have like a consistent APM source. He wants to, play well against Cordova in this match. Ooh, another search break. This might be really good for Cordova if they could capitalize this, and they will.
Yeah, it's just kind of utter dominance right now from Cordova. It's not super clean or flashy, but it's consistent and it's getting the job done, which is often more than enough, really. GeoCubic once again with this DT cannon on the right side, trying to get themselves out of the situation. It's a great spike, actually. And
Big
Cordova,
opener spike.
yeah, GeoCubic gets one on the board. Great stuff there.
That's definitely a big mental boost for GeoCubic. The first point will always be the biggest one, because then you'll know that, oh, you can take points.
Once again, GeoCubic sending Cordova up, but Cordova striking back right now. It just needs to send a little bit more, and GeoCubic will be dead, but Cordova misdrops.
Oh, great survival. Yeah, great survival attempts from GeoCubic. Oh, I was hoping that they would reach the well. It was so close.
Yeah, great attempt there, but, Cordova just managed to find the downstack and a little bit of extra send. Now GeoCubic wants to go with the DT cannon, but misdrops the T-piece. They're just going to have to stack out of this.
Ooh, some good back-to-back saving attempt, though. Ooh, a lot of clean for to work here. Big spike. GeoCubic is not ready for this. Yeah, and that's gonna be game.
Just pretty dominant performance from Purdue 7-1. Honestly, not too surprising given the rank disparity, but I mean, a good try from GeoCubic nonetheless. I think GeoCubic kind of had the right idea in that kind of matchup. You want to kind of exploit openers and just try to snipe rounds that you can against better players. There's really no other way to score points, you can just try to snipe them out.
Yeah, the points earned, they count toward the total score, so any point counts. Any point goes here.
Yeah, certainly. And yeah, it's a clean victory for your UC Berkeley, but that does also mean they need to do the next pick first. And Columbia will have the option to counter pick. So we'll see what Columbia's drafting strategy is going to entail for this matchup. Will they try to come out strong with the next one, get a guaranteed win on the board, or will they also just maybe try to go for a close matchup again and save their stronger players for later, where they know UC Berkeley has a little more in the bank. Waiting on UC Berkeley to make a pick. I would expect them to... I mean, if they send out a strong player, it's very easy for Columbia to sack here, which is definitely what they don't want to happen. So I would kind of expect someone in the mid to low range, because they might expect Columbia to try to get an even matchup in there. Okay, and it looks like UC Berkeley is going to send up the gaming. A 20k, so that is about, I think, high SS to low U kind of range. So, definitely a pretty solid player here for UC Berkeley to be sending out, and I wonder how Columbia will respond.
Yeah, because let me see. I'm trying to look at Columbia's roster again. How many of them would potentially have the skills to play against a low U rank?
Columbia has Kelsey, the X rank in the back on reserve, but I expect Columbia not to want to use Kelsey this early, so yeah. If I had to guess, a close matchup would probably be in the form of Lemon Line, who is 18.65, which is definitely close enough to where this is winnable, though I would say the gaming has really strong stats for the rank. 2.2 PPS, 92 APM, that is, yeah, pretty solidly U-rank stats. So it's kind of up to Columbia here what they want to do.
It is, and sending Lehman Line, because Lehman Line has both the speed and APM disadvantage. It's like a really, really uphill battle there. Could be too risky even, but yeah, again, it's up to them. It may work.
And it looked like Columbia selected there for a second. But sure, it's definitely a tough decision because, maybe this is a kind of a matchup you're kind of hoping to save for later. Okay, actually, it looks like it will be Lehman Line. Should be a close matchup between the two in a high SS rank versus a, I guess, more mid SS rank. So definitely an uphill battle still here for Columbia once again, but definitely I think it's a lot more winnable than the previous one.
I do agree. The APM disparity here is definitely telling. Let's see how the warm-up unfolds. A little bit of stick action from Lehman here.
the gaming kind of struggling with his misdrops in the center of the board. Needs to clear out of this soon. Does find a great downstack for it though, and is going to be just fine opening this up. Now Lehman Lion has to respond and find a way out of this situation.
Oh, the survival? Nice survival. Yeah, Lehman's out of it. Not completely out of it yet.
Yeah, all that pressure coming in from the gaming, so it's like it was kind of tough there for Lehman to get out of that. Find a great downstack, but just couldn't really continue that into much, and the gaming seizing the opportunity.
Alright, and with that, this is the real game. Oh, Lehman forced to bail out of their opening early.
Yeah, Lehman Lion kind of pressured up here. Needs to find a survival for this. It's taking a long time to do so, and the gaming is not slowing down at all, putting up 2.5 PPS, 100 APM to just quickly take that first round.
Yeah, hesitations are really bad, especially when you're up against such a much faster player than you.
Gaming still maintaining this APM pressure and the much greater speed, but Lehman Lion taking this. I don't think it's enough. Oh, no, never mind. They find the downstack.
Insane multiplier. Another one. Oh, and that actually KOs the gaming. Damn.
I think, yeah, we can see a good playstyle difference here. Lehman Lion kind of using this garbage for a strong counter spike option. Maybe if they just do that a lot more, you know, they can get a lot more points on the board here.
Yeah, the gaming trying to push some attacks, but thus far, good defense from Lehman.
Lehman is struggling a little bit at the top here. Does find some downstack options to keep themselves alive for now. It's going to have to continue making their way down. They're doing so pretty well, actually, and the gaming going for some very creative setups right now.
Oh, insane defense from Lehman once more. Yeah, the gaming not quite finding any sort of surge right now. Yeah, I think the gaming also playing a little bit too safe. Like, they have the speed advantage, but they're not able to leverage it well.
Some misdrops coming out from the gaming. Doesn't have great pieces to resolve this. And so it's now Lehman's opportunity to kind of put on some pressure, but they haven't found anything so far, and the gaming's going to get out.
Yeah, Lehman Lion's speed disadvantage does not quite allow them to capitalize when they really need to pump out pressure for these kills. And now Lehman Lion's in trouble once more. But nice multiplier? Oh no, didn't take the multiplier. Yeah, they're gonna let the gaming take the round from that spike.
I think it was an eye misshot actually, because yeah, they would have opened up the well. It would have been a really good position for them in line, but I think the misdrop kind of did them in. Now we can see we saw a kind of opener diff in terms of gaming's much faster, aggressive opener. Lehman Lion taking a lot longer to get that C-spin up, and now into the mid game, both players are a little bit cheesed up in the middle of their boards, and the misdrop from the gaming.
Yeah, it's quite the misdrop. Yeah, they do fix it though with their speed. Still quite the amount of cheese Lehman Lime has here. Terrible Zemus drop.
Yeah, I think, Lehman Line didn't find the L-spin that they needed to get out of that. So yeah, it'll be another one for the gaming, kind of just showing why the stack gap is there. It's definitely presenting quite strongly.
I mean, it's still only a 3-point lead, so anything can happen here. Ooh, good combo. Doesn't send a whole lot of cheese over to the gaming as Lehman Lime would have wanted. And now gaming has access to some clean, so is Lehman Lime. Pretty neutral game state here.
Slight mix up there from Lehman Lime on the OPs. Do they find the down stack? They are alive for now, barely. Do they get out of this? The aggressive T-spin was too much. It was too greedy.
Too greedy, yeah. I mean, if Lehman Lime was fast enough, they could have probably used it for defense, but no, the T-spin blocked the well, so it wasn't really that favorable.
Gonna just look for the down stack here, just gonna skim a little bit, not doing anything too aggressive, and just gonna try to open up this well. Oh, the eye placement though. Are they going for this count of 4? No, just seems to skim out of it and just down to the bottom of the board of the gaming. Time to put on some pressure here, but just doesn't really have that much ammo to work with.
Yeah, the gaming is still stuck down, skimming and down stacking a little bit here, not able to do these aggressive attacks as we have seen from them.
Bishop on the gaming's board though might spell disaster. Lehman Lime just needs to find the sends here, and yeah, that'll be another round.
Yeah, there it is. There's the find, earning a second point to Lehman Lime this set. Got some LSD stack going from the gaming. Ooh, onto the all clear. Oh, Lehman Lime wasted the eye. That's very bad. That's not gonna allow them to access the well.
Yeah, it's a tough position there. The gaming's the quick round there. Lehman Lime kind of needs to. That's slipping away a little bit. Needs to find something here. Has found a couple rounds, but more consistent gameplay would always be helpful. And this spike upwards is not gonna bode well for that.
Ooh, smart gameplay from the gaming this time around, though. Like, immediate access to clean and use that to attack Lehman Lime, earning them the match point, and possibly another win for Berkeley.
Gaming with a very questionable stack. They're very aggressive, but they do stack out of it now into the Queen 9-0. The Zemus drop. Can they get out of this? And does Lehman Lime now have the opportunity to also get out of their own position? It looks like the answer is yes.
Very nice find. Lehman Lime's not out of it just yet. Yeah, still pretty high up on their board. Need just a little bit more. There's the counter spike.
Just kind of in the middle of the stack. Oh, it's gonna choose to cancel like the game was sending over, but isn't able to fully cancel it, taking a lot of it too. And now it's on them to get out of this predicament. Looks like they will be able to do so.
Yeah, the gaming not able to access most of their resources, and there it is. There's another counter spike. Lehman Lime taking a third, staying in the game.
Looks like Okay,
Ooh.
Gaming is coming out with a strong opener here, but Lima Lime counterspikes expertly to find another round, surviving a match point once again.
The comeback might be real. Yeah, Columbia fans might be eating good, or and let's not let's hope that I'm not cursing them.
It looks like Lima's got to come alive. You're putting on this pressure. The Gaming struggling a little bit. It's going to open up as well soon. And can Lehman Lime survive this?
Oh, big spike from the Gaming. And that'll be it.
Yeah, that'll be it for the Gaming, and UC Berkeley takes an even larger lead, though we saw a great game coming out from Lehman Lime on Columbia's side. Definitely, fighting up a good amount of rating here, and, putting on a good show for us. Definitely clinched some really important rounds there, and, got some points onto Columbia's side. And it'll be, once again, UC Berkeley with the first pick that Columbia will get to counter pick into. And we are at the key third round, where these matchups really do matter.
Yeah, because it does sound to me that the third match probably would hold a lot of weight.
Yeah, it usually does, because whoever loses the third match, or if you choose to buy counter pick on the third match, you get to pick the next two matchups, which will, close the match. So those can be really key. So it's, maybe Columbia is going to look for a close loss here, and I'm not I think they might have the breathing room if they get two really good matchups at the end to win it. So it's kind of up to them. UC Berkeley is in a good position right now since they're up points. They can choose to just sack this one and just try to, pick the matchups for the last two themselves. Yeah, so as for some of the players, they are talking about how close that game was. The Gaming saying they were sweating so hard, and we're giving props. Daniel's giving props to, I believe, Lehman Lime on how solid the game was from both players. So yeah, it was definitely a good match to watch, and maybe we'll see more like those.
Without a doubt, great performance from both players.
Okay, I believe that is UC Berkeley is choosing to send in Teves, who is an SS rank, so actually a better player, I believe. Well, actually, I have a pretty solid player for UC Berkeley here. So I think they might try to win this one and just shut the game away, because if Columbia chooses to sack this, the point lead might be too big to overcome. So they might be trying to force Columbia's hand here.
Because right now, how much Columbia is down by? 9 points, right?
Yeah. Yeah, down by 9 points. So if they can get a solid win here by Columbia trying to maybe sack a player here, that would be a 16-point lead, which is, I think, yeah, it's just not overcomable. I think Columbia is kind of forced here to try to at least get a parity matchup and just try to take as many points as they can. But that does worry me, because I believe Columbia has one more A- rank on the table. So it's going to be a very difficult person to get a win on. So we'll see how Columbia thinks this through. Okay, and it looks like Columbia has made their decision. They'll be sending in Keke Kiki, who is going to be their A-. Okay, so they are looking for it. So I guess the hope is Colombia is going to try to Keke and Kiki will try to take as many points as possible from teams, which is definitely a daunting prospect. But I don't really think Colombia has a choice here. So well, we'll see what happens. I think this is maybe what Colombia is looking for, though. Honestly, I think if Colombia sent a Daniel instead, who's an S plus rank and only about 700, 800 TR beneath teams, it might have been possible if they lost closely, but they still maintained the counter picks. Or they could just win it outright and buy counter pick. They would have scored enough points to get themselves in it, and then he and Keki can get points on an S minus rank instead. But looks like this is what Colombia's going with, so let's see how this turns out.
Yeah, that matchup sounds winnable, but this is Colombia's call, so let's hope that it works out for them. Already an aggressive 6-3 upstack from Team Z.
Yeah, this is a no warm-up start, and Kakiki kind of just getting topped out here quickly. Teves is just putting on that pressure with the 10,000 TR difference. Is, you know, it's kind of what you would expect.
Yeah, so... Ooh, a lot of pressure here. Oh, but Team Z messing up their upstack, which gives Kiki a lot of room to survive here. Wait, low-key? Kiki might get a point here. Yeah, Team Z not out of it just yet. Yeah, it's gonna take him quite the number of pieces. Opens up the well, there it is.
Yeah, Kakiki didn't really find a send there. It seems to be just slowly making their way down the board, and that was kind of the opportunity Teves needed to really get out of that precarious situation. So now it'll be Teves putting on the pressure once again.
Yeah, unfortunately, the speed difference is too much. Kiki is not able to take that away.
And it looks like Kakiki is just all the way at the bottom of the board, trying to send some more to Teves, but Teves is now going to make their way down as well, and it's going to be just more pressure onto Kakiki. Teves, though, I don't think it's going to be able to take it out here, but it's going to get close.
Yeah, fight the messy board for Kiki right now. Yeah, pressure from Teves is just too much. Yeah, I think most of the time Kiki tries to stay as low as possible, which is a respectful strat. The thing is, TFZ just has too much APM to prevent that. Ooh, but the counter spike though.
Yeah, definitely a tough matchup here for Kiki. Kind of just, I don't know, like struggling their way up the board really, and now just going to try to make their way down as well, but get behind on Surge. It doesn't have great pieces for this situation. Yeah, this is gonna be yet another one for Teves.
Big C-spin. Kiki can make it out though. But force the eye though. It's gonna give Team Z another point.
And just a slow down here with Kiki. Let's see if they can, kind of find something new, find something kind of insane, really, just to take one on Teeves. So
Just cancel though.
yeah, I think Kiki kind of has the right idea here. If they just continuously downstack, you might eventually just find yourself in a position where Teeves has misdropped, and you can kind of just exploit that for the victory.
Unfortunate S placement, and that's gonna give Team Z the match point. Yeah, Columbia is just trying to get some points with Kiki here, but that also means that Berkeley is gonna try to get a clean sweep with this.
Yeah, looks like that'll be the
that's it.
case. I mean, yeah, UC Berkeley kind of just taking in the pretty dominant 7-0 here. And I believe that will put them at 21 points, which is kind of just out of reach for Columbia at this point. But, they can definitely still score points. Points will matter in tiebreakers, as well as deciding the future matchup of the lower division. So every point will matter, and Columbia, hopefully put on some really cool games in the next couple ones with the counter picks that they now have against both of the remaining UC Berkeley players.
Oh yeah, like it's impossible for Columbia to win now, but yeah, because this is the Swiss stage, every point does matter.
Yeah, definitely the case. Oh well. Well, yeah. We'll just get to see. Columbia pick the next two and just how to play out. Hopefully, some better, more winning games for them, because they definitely still have some very strong players left. In X rank, I believe, and also Daniel, who is an S plus rank. And it should be two favorable matchups, assuming Columbia picks quote unquote optimally. I would assume it would be Kelsey into, I believe that's okay. It looks like Kevin Neck is going to be up. Okay, looks like it will be Kevinek versus Daniel, an S- rank from UC Berkeley versus an S plus rank from Columbia. I guess it looks like we'll be hopping into the warm-up between these two players. Daniel definitely much favored here, but maybe Kevinek can really surprise us.
Yeah, Berkeley B has won, but that doesn't mean that they won't try to earn more points on the board.
Oh, apparently Daniel here is an Underdogs Cup champion. So, I mean, definitely an impressive feat. Not an easy tournament to win.
Four PPS stick spin, dude. Huh? Okay, impressive opener skill. Wow.
It looks like, though, Daniel here running into some misdrops at the top of the board. We do have some eyepieces to hopefully clear up the situation somewhat. So, Kevinek has misdrops.
Yeah, both boards look bad right now. Kevinek not able to capitalize, not able to punish Daniel's mistakes. Daniel's gets away and might take the win here. Still too many skims though to have any sort of pressure on the board. Yeah, Kevin back might also able to get away. Nah, bad high placement though. And that's gonna spell their doom in this warm-up.
Yeah, looks like, okay, yeah, should be hopping right into it, but yeah, Daniel is definitely favored here, so, hopefully we can see some more, like, continuously exciting gameplay as we saw in the warm-up.
Ooh, some solid upstacking from both players. Yeah, just going straight into mid-game here. My favorite. Bad misdrop from Kevin back though.
I mean, me personally, I'm kind of curious on when we're going to see this legendary 4 PPS stick spin come out from Daniel.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's this round.
Yeah, probably not this round. They'll need the back for it. Give it like a round or two. Now there it is.
Early out. This is early out. Okay,
early out. Oh, now they're...
This is not stick.
Why are they keeping their cards? Yeah, it's already been revealed. Come on, you just show us the 4 PPS stick.
No, maybe Daniel's hoping here to save it for a more crucial round, but yeah, it's okay. Just like, let the players play how they want. Maybe choosing this to be a bit more consistent. It doesn't really, in theory, shouldn't need to pull out the stick spin, but definitely a consideration, I would hope.
Yeah, this is quite the bad board for Kabini back to be in, but Daniel not able to capitalize. Yeah, Kabini back has well access now. Daniel also has pretty little resources and a really terrible board state after a misdrop.
Daniel kind of struggling here a little bit, though it's going to open up as well and hopefully get out of this situation.
Yeah, this is actually shaping up to be a really close match. Okay, Daniel gets out of it. Oh, needs to cycle for another eye though. There it is. Yeah, Kabini back also really aggressive on their attacks, even with some lines of cheese on their board. Oh, that's gonna be the kill though. Yes, there it is. Kabini back.
Daniel kind of struggling with a very jagged board state towards the end there, and Kabini back taking the right moment to punish.
Yeah, Kabini back, despite not being the favorite player, is on a 2-point lead now. Oh, well spawned really favorably for Daniel here, but they're not able to leverage it just yet. There it is, there's the big attack. Kabini back not ready for it. First point for Daniel.
Daniel finally entering back here. Definitely showing why they're a high ranked player. Their gameplay so has been a little bit inconsistent, so hopefully they can find just kind of something inside themselves.
Oh, good well for Kabini back this time around. Daniel, though, also has well access here. Okay, we're starting to see some surge building. Oh, well, I spoke a bit too soon. Gets broken right away.
Looks like Daniel is going to just kind of skim down in the middle of the board here, try to open up the stack, and Kabini is kind of struggling at the top here. Has to stack so much over the following cheese hole, and it's going to take a long time to get out of this if they do.
Ooh, good garbage awareness from Kabini back though. Able to escape the onslaught from Daniel. Oh, missed T-spin can be really bad for Daniel. Kabini back not out of it just yet, though. Still struggling with this down stack. There are 3 lines of cheese that need to down stack before getting to this well. Not able to reach it in time as Daniel finds some pressure on the board.
Now we're coming out of the opener. Daniel kind of striding here with like 3.3 PPS 6-3 stacking, just trying to maybe speed gap Kevin Beck here, but Kevin Beck does have a clean well and probably opportunity here.
I mean, it's not for a PPS stick spin, but 3.5, a 6-3 upstacks, impressive nonetheless. Okay, Daniel accesses the clean, but so is Beck. Ooh, good spike from Beck, but not quite enough to even push Daniel to a precarious fourth state.
Oh, Daniel all the way at the bottom of the board. Beck kind of struggling with this misdrop right now. Kind of just hesitated for a second there, trying to look for an option. Eventually going to get something, but Daniel now the one putting on the pressure.
Yeah, but this is a pretty flat board for Beck. They can't get out of this. Ooh, nice search break from Daniel, though. Yeah, that sends just enough to top Beck out.
Oh, it looks like Beck is starting off with just 9-0 stacking as they have for most of these rounds, and Daniel, with a slight misdrop there, choosing to tuck the J into it, and is going to get some okay down stack options.
Yeah, has time to fix it. Okay. Oh, not a favorable board state for Beck. Yeah, not getting the right pieces they want. Forced to block the well there. Yeah, unfortunate. That's gonna allow Daniel to punish Beck.
Daniel, let's get stacking up with this really quick 3.3 PPS 6-3, which is honestly like pretty insane for an S+ rank. And Beck,
that's like yeah, that's like as fast as my sprint. What do you mean that they're an S+ player?
Yeah, that's like genuinely insane. Like in an actual match, like that's like some good stuff for an S+. And we're kind of seeing that on Kevin Beck's board. Kevin Beck just slowly being pushed up, doesn't have great options to get out of this. I think this would be another one for Daniel. Yeah.
Yeah, these 6-3 upstacks are proving to be really... They're proving to pay off for Daniel here. It's a 3-point lead now. Daniel just needs 2 more rounds to take it for Columbia.
Again, now it looks like both players are choosing to go with this 9-0, but Daniel seems to have misdropped slightly. He's going to skim out of this. Kevin Beck keeping the clean 9-0, but also choosing to get out of it just to get rid of the one garbage line at the bottom. So both players in the middle of their boards in a somewhat neutral position.
Yeah, Beck playing really safe right now. Yeah, also gonna try to skim out of it, it seems, to address the 9-0 garbage well. Yep. Ooh, well spawns favorably. The stack is a bit too jagged though, for comfort. Ooh, bake multiplier. That's not gonna do much to Daniel though, especially considering well spawns favorably once again. Yeah, but this is a lot of resources for Beck to tap in. And Daniel on the ropes. Access the well in time.
Daniel finding great cancels there. Is now the one who's going to be able to make their way down the board. Oh, the slight misdrop. I think they should get out of this. Should be okay, and it's going to be open for business pretty soon.
Yeah, Daniel has the speed for it. It's alright. Oh, it could be the back though. Meanwhile, look at all this cheese. Oh my god, what is this up stack? Okay, 3. Okay, Daniel pulling out the 3.3. 6-3 up stack once more to close out the match. And close out the match they will.
Yeah, it's kind of what Columbia was hoping for here. A clean 7-2. Well, I mean, maybe they were hoping for a little better there, but, you know, it's points on the boards regardless. And so, yeah, that's kind of what Columbia was expecting here. And what we have left should be a treat for sure. PTW Aqua, who is a 21.3 U rank, versus the 23k Kelsey, who is a X rank. So definitely a lot more, like, you know, higher level gameplay that we should be seeing in the next one. Yeah, looks like the players are ready. Should be Kelsey versus PTW Aqua.
Oh damn, top 100 TEC zone battle.
Oh yeah, definitely. BTW Aqua, apparently the founder of Puyo Tet World, so definitely a very impressive feat. And Kelsey here, a very good player in their own regards. Okay, now looks like the warm-up's getting started.
Oh yeah, the first thing I do notice is that Aqua doesn't have infinite drops, soft drop speed. Really good T-spin efficiency though, damn. Yeah, this is like yeah, definitely a guideline player, I can tell. But like this playstyle is more optimized for guideline. Ooh. Gonna be quite the amount of cheese Aqua has to go through here though. Nice, not quite the counter 4 they wanted. Yeah, meanwhile, Kelsey, yeah, has surge advantage.
Now we have Kelsey
Oh
all the
my
way
God.
on the board, putting pressure on. And that will be the warm-up for Kelsey. Definitely showing why they're slightly higher ranked, but I think it was, we can see that these players can both definitely, you know, stand and receive from each other, and it should be a close matchup.
Yeah, you can already tell it's a banger. It's gonna be a banger.
Okay, hopping right into it, looks like Kelsey will start out with the, I believe it's SDPC spin, though seems to have misdropped it. And PW Aqua just stacking in the middle here. It doesn't have a great stack. It's actually quite cheesed up.
Crazy donation though, what the heck? Okay, got some surge. Kelsey would need to address the surge deficit. Oh, wouldn't need much though. Yeah, got a lot of cheese onto Aqua's side. Yeah, the SDSD there is pretty bad for Kelsey. I mean, they did manage to get a KO from there, but yeah, it's because Aqua just had too much cheese to deal with.
Okay, now we have Kelsey starting out here with this TKI opener. PW Aqua with this C-spin opener in the middle here into a great downstack combo, pushing Kelsey all the way up, but Kelsey finding the survival.
It needs a little bit more than that. Oh, into the counter spike. Very nice. Into the surge break too. Incredible. Okay, some stick spin action from Kelsey. Really good from Aqua, keeping the stack clean. Alright, quite the surge advantage here from Aqua. Let's see if she can leverage it from here.
Yeah,
Needs a good break.
Over.
Yeah, that's not a good break though. That's gonna allow Kelsey to get away. Yeah, there are no significant follow-up attacks from Aqua to immediately leverage the surge break.
It's quite tough, and now Kelsey is the one who's going to be able to open up this well. That's a really great multiplier downstack for 17. PB Aqua, though, canceling pretty much all of it. It's going to be just fine. Once again, both players opening up here with this TKI, a well-known classic in Modern, so see how the matchup does.
Ooh, Aqua struggling a little bit. Opens up the well, though. Yeah, Kelsey, meanwhile, building Surge comfortably. Yeah. Aqua has the survival. There it is. She found it. Almost got to the multiplier. Yeah, and now it's Kelsey on the hot seat with a lot of cheese.
And yeah,
there it is.
Goes, yeah, it takes the first round, gets their first round, gets her first round on the board. Kelsey kind of just couldn't find a response there.
Oh, and now it's Aqua's turn with extended. Yeah, this is extended. Classic. Oh, immediately opens up the well, though. Misdrops the L. That's very bad. Can still save the surge, but have to break immediately. Yeah, and then no follow-up attack. It's gonna let Kelsey get away. Yep. Yeah. And now Kelsey has some surge, breaks it immediately for the downstack. Yeah, that's not gonna do much to Aqua.
Kelsey, yeah, at the top here, looking to find this downstack. Oh, big spike here from Aqua, the 14. That's gonna be enough to put Kelsey over the top, and that's another one for Aqua.
Yeah, that's such insane play, actually. Aqua notices Kelsey, like, on the very top, tries to tank, and it worked out beautifully for Aqua there. Okay, nice impross.
Kelsey just needs to kind of cancel it a little bit. It's going to maintain this back-to-back. Already at 8, at 9. PT Aqua needs to find some sort of response. What are they going to do here?
Oh yeah, Aqua's struggling a little bit. Desperately trying to find a defense for this surge going on. A break. Oh, very bad break though from Kelsey.
It was almost enough there, but TV though finding some clutch T-spins. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. That's when Kelsey taking another one though. Great play from both players though. Like, Aqua nearly survived that massive surge deficit.
Yeah, the problem with Kelsey's break back there was, once again, no follow-up attack. Meanwhile, Aqua had access to the resources to immediately get down and address any pressure coming from Kelsey. Oh, but look at the spike, though. This spike, though, from Kelsey. Caught Aqua off guard.
Now it looks like PTW Aqua seems to have been a PC opener, and then now it's going to continue to downstack through the board. Has eyepieces, but needs a lot more than that.
Oh, such aggressive surge building from Kelsey. Oh, and what is that nasty multiplier?
Now we match point for Columbia. See if they can close it out here, or if PTW Aqua can get a couple more points on the board. Kelsey here seems to skim off most of what PTW Aqua is sending, basically a full cancel.
Oh, Aqua chose to break surge to address the onslaught Kelsey sending. Yeah, such overwhelming pressure. Okay, Kelsey breaks. Aqua ready for it this time. Oh, but what is this multiplier once more? Yeah, Aqua's still staying in it.
Aqua's, hanging in there, finding the necessary downstack that he needs, and Kelsey is going to move their way down. Try to open this up, try to find some, I guess, kill pressure. It's going to get close, but it looks like PD Aqua will be okay.
Yeah, Aqua still has access to a lot of resources right now. And this is quite the bad T-spins triple Kelsey is going for. Yeah, not gonna get much out of it. Yeah, still has well access. And that's immediately followed by Aqua's very fatal mistake. That's gonna close out our game here.
Yeah, great stuff there from both players. PW Aqua fighting up over 1500 TR, so definitely very impressive to get 2 there even. But it will be UC Berkeley winning it 25-19, so a 6-point difference. But great stuff from both teams regardless. And it looks like we might be doing interviews.
Yeah, GG. Stellar performance from all players from both teams.
I mean, yeah, I think we definitely saw why UC Berkeley was, 6 seats higher. Definitely, I think that they had a winning team composition at the very least. Their team was a lot more well-balanced, which...
Yeah.
And Columbia was kind of just like Kelsey and then a bunch of slightly lower-ranked players, so that's definitely a tough matchup to get through.
Yeah, having an A- on your team could be... I mean, that's not the main reason, but it's just a less balanced team, yeah.
Yeah, definitely tough there. Okay, it looks like I think PTW Aqua is interested in... Okay. Hello.
Hello.
I believe this is Lemon and Daniel from Columbia, right?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, hello. Hi.
Yeah, hello. Okay, so I guess just to start, how was the match for y'all? Like, what were you expecting going into it? And, I guess, how do your draft game plans work into it? So, how did that kind of shake out for y'all?
I guess first and foremost, we knew just based off of the seeding and some of the people that were going to be playing that we were going to be a bit outmatched here. We figured that if we could skim a few points off of maybe some of the rounds where we'd be a little more disadvantaged, then we could use the picks to our advantage to maybe squeak out a win. But by the midpoint of the match, we already knew that we hadn't taken enough points, so after that it was kind of just see what we can do.
great to hear. And then, is there, like, just out of curiosity, how does your team kind of divide responsibilities, for the matches? Like, how do you game plan, or how do you, prep for the match? Kind of, if you have any insight on that.
I mean, I'll let Lehman like talk about this a little bit more, just because he's mainly responsible for a lot of this. Like, a lot of us are kind of dragged along. He does a lot of the planning, and we discuss it for sure. But
No, wait. I gotta say, like, I really appreciate the team a lot, and I think everyone really does their part. It's really a great environment, and that's kind of the reason why I kind of want to do this every week. But like, we started off doing a lot of random thinking and just planning. We have like an intuitive thought, maybe like banning top players or like banning top and bottom. We also looked into like state diagrams, like we graphed it out, and also I've like wrote an algorithm for it. A lot of random stuff is happening. But overall, I think we all like just discuss based on the opponent's players, and we try to devise a plan. For today, we thought that we have to ban their top player, and then we thought they would ban our bottom player, and the bans worked out in our favor, but in the end, the matchup was a little bit intense.
Sounds great. I think we are going to have to interview Aqua from UC Berkeley real quick, due to time constraints. But thank you, you two, for coming on and giving your thoughts on the match.
it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to be
Thank
on.
you, y'all did really great.
It was great playing. Yeah.
Okay, we should be dragging BTW Aqua in. Hello, Aqua. How you doing? Oh my God.
That's an entrance. Okay. All right. I hope that you got the effect you were going for there.
I forgot I had that set in my join sound.
Brilliant.
You can set those. Okay. I mean, interesting nonetheless. But welcome. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Even though I lost.
Yeah, it's a team win. It's a team effort. I mean, your game was like, I was rooting for you actually. You had a really captivating playstyle, I will say.
It's the guideline carrying over.
I really admire guideline players like you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, great stuff watching you during the match. I guess, do you have any thoughts on how your team did today, or just, the matchup in general?
For the very like, because we had to sub someone in like right before the set, so I think for what we had, we did pretty well. I unfortunately was not able to watch most of the game because I was playing on the A team as well. But from what I saw, everyone was doing well. We had a big point advantage going into like halfway, so I already knew by that point we were probably gonna win. Even if we got swept twice, we still would have gotten it. So it was just more about holding it down.
All right then. Sounds good. I think we might need to go to an intermission. So thank you, Aqua, for giving your thoughts. Sorry that it was kind of short, but we are a little bit pressed for time.
All right, bye bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Alright then, we should be back pretty soon with our next matchup, which should be Purdue B versus UC Riverside, that you can see above us. So do stay tuned for that, and that should be happening pretty soon.
Great performance from both players, but we will have more exciting Tetris action, so stay tuned.
welcome back stream. It was a short intermission, but we have the two teams ready, so we figured we wouldn't delay too long. But it will be Purdue B versus UC Riverside. A very exciting matchup. Purdue, usually a pretty good team in CTL. I think last year the A team was second place in the whole league, so definitely a very impressive team. And their B team is definitely nothing to scoff at. It's some very strong players on Purdue B. UC Riverside. Also a slightly weaker team, 10 seeds down, so definitely a uphill matchup for them. But, you know, anything can happen in CTL, and we've seen plenty of upsets happen, so maybe we'll see one today as well. And I think beyond that, I think we're just waiting on the teams to do their picks and bans, which I definitely have access to. But, you know, yeah, just I'm up here waiting on teams to get ready and all that. Pretty standard stuff. All right. Okay. So the two bans for Purdue for each team was Mco and Henning from Purdue B and UC Riverside. Actually, first it was Frost Freeze and then Brian Master, respectively. And then finally we have our blind picks. It looks like Purdue B will be sending Froggood. UC Riverside will be sending Kukusha. Both actually really strong players. Kukusha an X rank here. And Froggood, I believe, is an SS rank. Okay, definitely a bit of an uphill battle here for Purdue. And UC Riverside coming in strong with their X rank here. Definitely probably a pretty surprising blind pick, to be honest. For both teams, in fact. But, you know, should be an interesting matchup just to kick things off for us. We'll see if Froggood can, like, you know, kind of punch up a couple ranks here down. I think it's like 5,000 TR. It's definitely a lot, but, you know, anything can happen. It looks like we'll be getting warmed up. Okay, hopping right. Should be starting any second now. Okay, hopping into it. Let's see if Froggy can show us anything, you know, to kind of bat up a couple skill levels here. Definitely strategies for that. Sorry, let's TKI opener. Does seem to be doing it kind of cleanly though. Seems to be kind of waiting for Kikusha to send some stuff. Kind of just stacking up here. Now, getting pushed up all the way to the top by Kikusha's pressure. It doesn't have great pieces to resolve this board, so he needs to break the surge. And needs so much more than that, really. It doesn't have many great options. That should be a quick warm-up in Kikusha's favor. Alright, should be hopping into the real match now. Looks like Kikusha is going to start off with TKI once again. Froggo responding with the same, but choosing to tank what Kikusha sent. Definitely a stylistic and matchup difference here. Tanking is often a sign of a plonky player who is going to play the matchup a bit more carefully. Kikusha doesn't really need to do all that though. It should be able to just stride here due to the kind of skill, APM, and speed difference. It's getting pressured by Froggood though. Needs to find this down stack. He's struggling a little bit with it. It's taking quite a while. Okay, it looks like they will get open. And Froggood kind of just struggling right now. It doesn't really have great options to work through this with. And now Froggood all the way to the top here. Kikusha, like just kind of speed capping there. 2.6 PPS, well over 100 APM there. putting on the kind of pressure that you would expect from an X rank. But yeah, I was definitely a bit curious as to why UC Riverside chose to blind pick this, but certainly an interesting choice. Now we do have Fraudgood kind of struggling here a little bit just due to this pressure. Can't really find that much. Is now down 8 Surge. This could prove very problematic, and with that Z miss drop, and it's going to be fatal. Kyusha didn't even need to break Surge there, and that's going to be another round on the board for UC Riverside. Now, the perfect clear is going from Froggo is going to push Kikusha up, but honestly, this is probably just free ammo for Kikusha. Is going to be able to just kind of downstack this and get into a very nice, clean stack with a lot of damage potential. Froggood now just trying to downstack this. Does have a somewhat clean stack, so it should be perfectly doable. Kikusha once again just now has the surge advantage, and Fraudgood's gonna need to find something. I don't think this is it, and it's probably just going to be fatal. Kikusha taking yet another one. Kind of just what we expected from this kind of, rank disparity, but maybe Fraudgood can kind of just whip something new out. Maybe an opener we haven't seen, maybe just some clever downstacking skills. Yeah, just Fraudgood kind of pushed to the top here. Doesn't have great options, and Kikusha once again, another clean round. Should just be a lot more of this, to be honest. So we'll see. Kikusha, actually, both players with this PCO. Neither one actually going for the PC though. Actually, no, never mind. Fraudgood goes for it. So again, that just needs to be clean onto Kikusha's board. You kind of wonder if it's really worth it. And now, once again, Kikusha with just a lot of ammo to work with here, and just Fraudgood can't really find anything. Yeah, now looks like Fraudgood is kind of just under pressure here once again. Kikusha putting on this Surge All-Spin Masterclass, really. Showing why they are an X rank in Season 2. And once again, stacking up, Surge advantage, Fraudgood, just no great options right now. It's a really tough matchup. Yeah, just down 16 Surge right now is Fraudgood, and now Kikusha 19 Surge break into the full screen garbage meter. Too much for Fraudgood to deal with, and yeah, it's already on match point quickly for Kikusha. Fraudgood saying they will now try. Okay, we'll see. Hopefully we'll see something new then. This is definitely an interesting stack. Creative all-spins coming out from Fraudgood. Kikusha kind of struggled with the stack a little bit, actually, though does eventually find the stack that they were looking for. Fraudgood doesn't. Oh, what? Oh, what is this? Oh, these mini Z-spin. That's one of the the J-Stress cheese map all-spin practices. But yeah, it will just be too much from Kikusha. That should be a clean 7-0 to start us out in this UC Riverside versus Purdue B matchup. Yeah, just, UC Riverside kind of, I think, using their ace in the hole early here, which is really surprising, so, I mean, yeah, but, clean start here, and now UC Riverside will have to pick first, and Purdue B has the opportunity to counterpick. Definitely some interesting stuff. I think Fraudgood, played as well as it realistically could have, but, it was... Kikusha's just that much higher ranked of a player, so kind of just a tough matchup for Purdue B there. So we should just be waiting on UC Riverside's first pick. And in the meantime, anyone in the stream chat, feel free to donate to the CTL prize pool. We have several donation incentives that we are looking to, get through. We're $80 away from BenXT coaching meme contest, which has been a yearly tradition in CTL, and it's definitely something that we're really excited for if we can bring that back. So please donate to the prize pool if you haven't already, or if you have already, feel free to donate more. We always appreciate that. Any other important announcements? Okay, important announcements. Looks like UC Riverside will be sending Dragon Linne, who I'll probably just be calling Dragon, who's an S- rank, and Purdue B has chosen to send Stalpo a 22.3 U rank. So definitely, once again, quite a matchup disparity here. Stalpo that's like 8,000 TRs higher. Yeah, so kind of a pretty tough matchup for UC Riverside, but at the very least, I think UC Riverside is looking for the next counter pick, which should be interesting. Okay, so we're hopping into this warm-up. Stalpo with this SDPC spin opener. Dragon is kind of just struggling at the bottom here. Needs to find it well open and know that will be it in under 10 seconds. It's a pretty dominant opener there from Stalpo, SDPC spin. Definitely a classic from Season 1 that's gotten even better in Season 2 with the kind of, large nerf to perfect clears. So yeah, that will be Stalpo taking it quickly, and honestly, because a quick opener is usually a very consistent way to just kind of bounce out a lower ranked player. Okay, Stalpo here, just with the 6-3 stack. Dragon with the IPs, probably looking to open up this well. And is just going to get quickly tapped out by Stalpo. Yeah, just, a quick first one there for Stalpo. Oh, it looks like Wiley has raided us. Shout out to Wiley. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is a very fascinating matchup between Purdue B and UC Riverside. Yeah, thank you, Wiley, for the raid. Yeah, definitely a bit of a rank disparity we have right now, but, welcome to this game regardless, and, there should be some good matches coming up. Okay, once again, Stalpo starting out here with this TKI. Into this T-spin single. Dragon should just skim out of this, really. Not too much to say about either player's board stage. Dragon is a little bit higher up. Needs to open up this well. Does have the IPs juice up, but the SP's misdrap is going to not bode well for their survival chances here. This might be it. And yeah, that will be the case. Stalpo going up a clean 3-0 here. Okay, Stalpo, once again with the STPC spin though, seems to have misdropped one of the T pieces. So now we're just going to be forcing him out of this, but the floating J from Dragon is terrible to downstack through, and yeah, no, this could be another one for Stalpo, but definitely an interesting stack shape there from Dragon. The one that's whipping out, I believe this is stick spin. Not STPT spin though, very similar openers in their nature and attack patterns. So is doing it at about 1.3 PPS, so definitely a lot slower than Stalpo. And suddenly we're gonna mount, but Stalpo could probably just use this to downstack cleanly, and it's going to get some good counter spike options. It looks like Dragon's pushed to the top here due to Stalpo's incredible pressure sequence. And yeah, it's kind of just struggling at the top here. Can't really find anything to work with. Okay, does manage to skim open with the eyepiece. They're gonna need a lot more than this to really get out of this situation. Another eyepiece available. Okay, kind of desperation skims here for Dragon. Needs to, yeah, just one piece off really. If they got the O down, then the eyepiece follow up. They did have a down stack, but once again, it'll be Stalpo, but they already have a clean 5-0. Yeah, just a lot of pressure coming over from Stalpo. And it's going to be quite tough for Dragon to deal with. Needs to just downstack this, open up the well, maybe. Desperation with the J there. Can't find anything better, really. And yeah, it's going to be another one for Stalpo, it looks like. No downstack options for Dragon once again, and Stalpo already at match point. And both players, well, it looks like Stalpo coming out with this STP spin once again, and Dragon kind of just forced to downstack this instead, and doesn't really have great pieces regardless, and that's going to be, yeah, quick one, 3 PPS victory there for Stalpo. Just, yeah, kind of a large rank disparity, not too surprising, but, you know, good, nice try for UC Riverside regardless, and they'll be our match tied up once again at 7-7. Clean, you know, one matches from each team so far. And then now it will be on Purdue B to blind pick. Yeah, definitely just, you know, nice try there from UC Riverside, but, you know, just, it's going to be a tough match regardless. But they do get the counter pick now, so let's see how they can utilize that into their game plan. I'm sure they still have some strong players coming up. Purdue will be sending out Brian Master, 64, in 15k S rank. So UC Riverside, if they choose to, you know, send a stronger player out here and win this one, Purdue B will get guaranteed matchup picks for the next two. And they do still have some scary players that they haven't sent out yet, so that might be kind of what Purdue is looking for. And Riverside is responding with Frostfree and S- rank, so only about 1500 TR below. This is actually a pretty close match. Definitely the closest we've had so far between these two teams and universities. Okay, and it looks like we will be getting a warm-up. Okay, Frostfree's kind of some poor misdraws, and then, oh, great 180 spin of the L though to kind of fix it, and then this L spin at the L piece at the top isn't going to do well, but can they get the S piece in there? Are they going to try again? They do get it. It is a T-spin setup, actually. Oh, this is definitely some interesting stacking for Frostfreeze, to say the least. Really very creative spins that, like, I think those are intentional, but yeah, it's really impressive regardless that they are. Oh, but yeah, just too much pressure there from Brian. Much cleaner stacking, and so yeah, that will be a quick warm up for Brian. Okay, hopping right into this. Brian Master with this TKI, Frostfreeze with this Hachi spin, I think. Yeah, I think that's Hachi spin. And the Hachi spin definitely a rare opener that you see, especially in Season 2. But, you know, definitely still, you know, a very viable opener. It's not gonna, like, automatically lose you a game or anything. And looks like Frost Freeze is kind of just canceling most of what Brian Master is sending. Brian, definitely the faster player here, dictating the pace. About 0.4 PPS faster so far. And now Frost Freeze just gonna stack kind of aggressive with this 8-1 stack. Interesting decision there, but looks like they're just getting some clean sends, and Brian Master's misdrops. This might be enough for Frost Freeze to kind of exploit this position. You can just tank this. Looks like Brian Master is kind of making their way out, though. They are clean now. Just needs to open up this well. And now the one putting on the pressure. Frost Freeze doesn't have an eyepiece. Kind of needs it. They don't get it in time. That'll be Brian taking the first one. Bad misdrop here at the top for Frost Freeze. Kind of just tough to survive, and that'll be yet another one for Brian Master. Okay, now we have Frost Freeze here with this interesting 4-wide decision. Oh, the GPS at the top might prove really problematic. So we'll see if Frost Freeze can kind of get this down stack. They do get it, but it doesn't really send that much over to Brian, who's just that much faster of a player. There's a 0.7 PPS gap at this point. And now Frost Freeze is the one who has to kind of take themselves out of their position. And yeah, just another tough round there for Frost Freeze. Brian, just much more consistent, not much faster of a player. And yeah, this has been a clean 4-0 so far. Frost Freeze kind of needs to, recombobulate a little bit, find something different. Alright, Frost Freeze using to cancel some of what Brian is sending over. Brian all the way at the bottom of the board. Making some interesting decisions and has misdrops there. Doesn't really have that much. It's going to have to skim out of this. Frost Freeze actually sending over a decent chunk over to Brian Master. Brian Master is going to be able to downstack out of this eventually. Okay, now Brian. Oh, Brian with the creative mini L-spin there. Frost Freeze now just kind of forced to downstack. Doesn't have great options. And yeah, just tough stuff there once again. Brian Master taking another one, up 5-0. Frost Freeze just can't really find anything so far. Yeah, Frost Freeze does have a pretty decent stack right now. Choosing to go for a bit of a down stack skim. And open up this well, does so. Going to have to tank a little bit more from Brian. Brian now, right now, with their own 9-0 stack, just going to stack it up a little bit as well. Either player here in a great attacking position, though Frost Freeze definitely way higher up and now needs to get out of this position. Frost Freeze once again. Now the one in the driver's seat, actually. Brian Master, bad misdrops. This could be Frost Freeze's opportunity to take a round. They don't have an eyepiece though for miles from what it looks like. Okay, now just finally have the T-spin quad. So it seems to struggle with this T-piece, and Brian Master has gotten all the way to a clean open well now. It now is going to be the one in the driver's seat. And misdrop from Frost Freeze is probably going to prove fatal. No. Actually, looks like Frost Freeze does have some down stack options. Is it enough? Okay, yeah, it doesn't get the well open, and that should be it. Brian Master will be taking yet another round up a clean 6-0. We might get 3 sweeps in a row on our hands, which would be, quite the CTL match, so. Okay, once again, Hachi spin from Frost Freeze. Brian Master just with this, I believe it was a TKI, but just had some clean T-spin doubles. Frost Freeze kind of doing the same at the bottom there. Brian Master is just going to try to open up the stack a little bit. Misdrop of the JPs though, finds a quick spin of the LPs as a fix. Now, it looks like Brian Master is going to try to put a bit more pressure on. Frost Freeze is going to need to find a way to downstack this. Not great options, but does eventually get the well open. Brian Master needs to... is actually double eye dependent right now. Needs to really compromise some of these decisions. This is kind of Frost Freeze's opportunity. Can they exploit this? This could be enough. It's so close, and it will be Frost Freeze getting on the board during match point. No sweep, a third sweep denied. Okay, now Frost Freeze bringing back this 4 wide here. A shout out to Wumbo Ties Classic, and Brian Master doesn't just chooses to go with this 9-0 stack instead. This is usually not what you want to do against 4 wide, but we'll see how this ends up. Frost Freeze doesn't really get a long combo so far. Okay, gonna choose to start it. How do they continue this? It's doing it slowly, really. I don't know, it just hasn't really been able to send any cheese over. It has just been kind of tanking and canceling. Once again, Wiley... Wait. Shout out to Wiley in the chat. Sorry, I just read your name. Anyways. Frost Freeze is just going to make their way down. It looks like this might be another one against Brian. Brian just struggling at the top there, missed a couple pieces. And wow, this Frost Freeze getting a second one on match point, actually. Oh, this bad misdrop though from Frost Freeze. That's got the Iceman quad. So looking for something a little more to kind of downstack this position. And yeah, that's gonna just be a tough one. Brian Master getting sending Frost Freeze all the way up there. And then yeah, this gonna be a pretty well, somewhat clean 7-2 from Purdue B, though. UC Riverside probably happy for the points anyways, and now it will be on Purdue B to find their next send. So definitely a great attempt there from Frost Freeze, you know, getting a couple points for their team. Again, it looks like a quick send out from Purdue. It will be Kennen. A 13k A+ rank. So definitely, I think UC Riverside should be able to find someone to send to win this one. It's already at UC Riverside's decision. Ooh, they have MCO left, who they are going to send, who is also an A+ rank actually. They're about like exactly 100 TR off actually. So this should be a really close matchup. It should definitely be interesting between these two players. All right, we should be heading into a warm up. Let's see how these players do, and maybe we'll get a good tease of the upcoming match. Okay, Emco now dealing with a little bit of dissent from Kennen. Kennen has been super clean so far. Has barely received any garbage, like at all, and that's gonna just be it. Kennen just not misdropping, while Emco kind of does. So yeah, probably just a guys what we expect to see. Like, you know, the first one to misdrop could definitely, you know, suffer some devastating consequences. Maybe Emco can recombobulate a little bit and, you know, UC Riverside, you know, a better fighting chance in the next matchup. Alright, Kennen with this Hachi spin, Emco, just kind of with this 9-0 stack, I believe. Just going to just make their way through it a little bit. Open up the well as much as possible. Just going to try to make their way through this. Yeah, putting a little bit of pressure on, but Kennen just firing right back, and Kennen takes the first one. A quick first round. Emco at the bottom of the board sent a little bit of pressure over to Kennen. Kennen now super eye dependent on the right side. Doesn't choose to fill it. It's instead gonna try to no, as once again eye dependent. Just doesn't have a great stack really, and needs to kind of clean this up a little bit. Going to finally open up the well, and now Emco in a kind of bad spot. Has the well open. Oh, didn't send the eyepiece. Needed to get the eyepiece into the well. That's gonna be a second one for Kennen. Oh, once again, we have Emco up here. Has a slightly jagged stack. Needs to kind of down stack this. Will they be able to do so before Kennen can really put on this pressure? Kevin Idemender though can't use the eye to send over a quad. Does have another one ready. It's going to just fire it off, pushing Emco all the way to the top here. Emco though, surviving barely, has the pieces they need, I think. Do they find it? They do in fact find it, and that should be Emco opening up this well. Just one more eyepiece, and yeah, but Kennen now though able to put on some pressure, is very clean themselves. Now, Emco pushing Kennen all the way up. Now be Emco getting on the board. Okay, so definitely a much closer matchup than we've seen in any of the 3 previous matches, because those have all been 6-0 starts from both teams, so. Alright, once again, Kennen with the Hachi spin into this kind of, you know, pressure sequence, just looking to put some more garbage onto Emco's board. Emco can't really find that much, though is going to find this nice down stack actually. And either player, too bad of a position. Kennen definitely much higher though. Oh wow, that seems to have been enough. Emco dropping 2 eyepieces up there, and it just kind of blocked off their well. Kennen getting kind of a lucky win there over Emco. Now, MCO going with this really fast 9-0 at 2.2 PPS, blistering hot for players at this rank. And Kennen doesn't really have a great response, forced to skim this, but doesn't have great pieces for that anyways. And it just looks like Kennen needs to downstack because MCO needs to find some more send. Kennen is going to finally get the well open. Now, can Kennen exploit this? Going to send some. MCO, though, great downstack, though, into this 11 spike. Though Kennen just cancels most of it immediately. Yeah, now we're just back to a neutral position for both players. MCO with a great pressure sequence, though. 16 spike. Kennen needs to skim this J. But it's not enough, and that will be another one for MCO. MCO keeping it close, bringing it to a 3-2 in Purdue's favor, but it can definitely still go either way. Okay, MCO putting the pressure on, nearly topping out Kennen there, actually. Though Kennen great cancels, and is now the one putting on the pressure due to MCO's, believe it was a J misdrop at the top there. Oh, and then the O misdrop. Oh, this could prove fatal. MCO needs a great downstack here, doesn't find it, and that's going to be a 4-2 lead for Kennen. Purdue just kind of cementing in that lead. It's nearly insurmountable. MCO really needs to score points here. Now Kennen under a lot of pressure. Now going to finally send back over to MCO. MCO wants to compromise on the L-skim there. It's going to be so much more precarious position. Kennen has this T-spin quad for the 12 spike to finish it. That's going to be Kennen taking a 5-2 lead. Definitely, you know, something to be worried about for UC Riverside. They need MCO to score more points here. Now MCO with looking to opening this well, maybe looking for the T-spin. Doesn't get either one. Just going to skim this a little bit. Kind of with this clean 9-0 right now, it's going to be able to put on some pressure. And then continuing to apply it. MCO. Oh, finds a great skim into the quad. And it looks like MCO gets out of that position. Now is their opportunity to kind of put this pressure onto Kennen. Kennen's super cheesed up right now. It's going to take a hot minute to get out of this. He does have a well open. Oh, missed up the eyepiece though. This could be fatal. This could be it. Does MCO find it? Okay, send over to MCO by Kennen. MCO just needs a quad. You just need a quad. Oh no, but the T-spin canceled by Kennen. Just in the nick of time. Kennen might get out here. It's going to be highway robbery from what it looks like today. Oh, great quad though for MCO. Oh no, catches Kennen at the wrong spot, and that's going to be MCO taking another one, keeping it within reach. Not getting the master point definitely would have been a daunting uphill battle. Okay, now Kennen, I think, was looking for a all clear there, but doesn't seem to find anything. Just going to open this up and going to continue the downstack. MCO kind of just making their way through this. Kind of a little bit higher up, though. MCO's board is very safe. Now it looks like Kennen will be able to continue Actually has a really jagged stack. Isn't great for down stacking. Does find the T-spin setup though. Emco not choosing to tank any of that, just to cancel it immediately. Trying to keep the board safe. Kind of with the slight element shot, does find a couple quick skims to get out of it. Emco doesn't really have great pressure though to kind of try to catch Kennen, so looks like both players should be okay. Might be complicated. I think I just cursed it. I cursed it. Oh my god. Okay, Emco takes another one. Emco, let's go with this 9-0. Kennen with this PCO opener. Doesn't get the PC off of it. Emco, actually go with this 2 wide. Oh no, is it 9-0? I can't tell. Okay, yeah, it's 9-0. Yeah, Kennen just going to downstack this. Hopefully open this up. Ooh, Emco bad misshot though at the top. Can they get out of this? We do have pieces for it. Does have the well open. We need an eyepiece. Does get it. Now Kennen, the one needs to respond. Starting with this T-spin, does eventually get it to go through, but is massively eye-dependent on the right side. No eyepiece for Miles. This is kind of Emco's opportunity. Will they find it, though? Answer might be no, actually. Both players just thinking they need to downstack this. Neither one choosing to play aggressive. Both had the kill opportunity, honestly, so... Kind of just, you know, like 2 ships passing in the night. Neither one seeing each other, that the other was in, you know, in a dangerous position. Emco just needs to open this well. Finally, now pushing Kennen up. Oh, it looks like Kennen didn't get out, and it's going to be 5-5. Emco tying it up. Even this really close. Go once again with this 9-0. Kennen almost had the PC there, didn't quite get it. And I was just looking to downstack this, hopefully. Emco is going to send a bit of cheese over. Neither one in too bad of a position. Kennen just seems to skim away, send some cheese right back to Emco. It's kind of a tough cheese to deal with. It looks like Emco's going to take a second to get out of it. Stacking so much weight over that next cheese hole. This could prove fatal if Kennen can find the right attacks. Close. Does Emco make it out? Oh, Kennen bad an S-miss drop, but they find the quad regardless, and that should be it. Alright, one more. Kennen pushing it to match point. Emco struggling a little bit here. Doesn't have great pieces. Needs to find their way through this. Gets a little bit. Needs to open up this well. Immediately. Kennen needs to find the Ooh. This might be it. Wait, no. Oh, no. The O position. The O piece. Wait. It might be enough. Does Emco get out? Does Kennen find the attack? Looks like Kennen just doesn't have an eyepiece for Miles. Wow. Insane RNG game here. That's going to be Emco bringing it to a tiebreaker. It's 6-6 right now. Either team can take it. Looks like Emco is going to have to skim through this a little bit. Needs... kind of just... Actually, no, Emco is just fine. Kennen a little bit higher up. Emco looking for the down... Wait, no. Kennen looking for the down stack. Does get a nice 2 quads out of it. Pushing Emco all the way up. Emco not choosing to go for the aggressive T-spin setup, and that's actually going to hurt them a little bit because the board state is just not great right now. I don't know if Emco makes it out of this. Kennen with the T-spin double setup. That might be it, and that will be it. Kennen takes it for Purdue B, and Purdue B is now up 21-15. So I think that would require a sweep from UC Riverside to win it. So definitely a daunting task for Colin YZ, who is actually 23k. Wait, this is doable. Actually, it's gonna be a close matchup regardless. It's Colin YZ versus Pentag, a 23k versus a 22.9. But Colin does need the sweep to get UC Riverside the victory. So it's quite tough here. I mean, the rank disparity means it's definitely possible, but it's definitely a lot to ask for. Or actually, no, no, it should be. Yeah. It would require Colin YZ to get a sweep to win this. Okay, Colin YZ coming out the gate very fast, very aggressive here. Pentag, from personal experience, I can tell you, is a very solid player. Can find incredible downstack combos at you, and also just has really good aggressive sequences as well. Colin YZ, though, just kind of speed gapping right now, about 0.5 PPS faster, and showing us some really exciting gameplay. Pentag kind of just getting cheesed up, forced to continuously, basically downstack this, actually. Okay, now Pentag speeding up a little bit, catching up. Colin YZ definitely still much faster, but a great play nonetheless. Pentag, great 16 spike as a counter spike. Colin YZ, though, is going to be able to find a open there, trying to get out of this position. Still high up, has the well blocked off, gets it open barely in the nick of time. And once again with a 12 spike of their own, Pentag, though, with 10 spikes right back. Both players sending back and forth. Neither one is giving an inch. Wow, okay, great stuff from both players. Now, Pentag once again with the spike. Colin being sent down. Is going to downstack. Pentag, though, doesn't have great pieces. Does eventually find an open. Is going to just get the sequence single into this downstack for this 12 spike. Colin YZ with a little bit of cheese on the board, but nothing too much to worry about, and it's going to have to continue this downstack. Colin YZ. Interesting. Okay, downstack there. Find a nice couple skins. Pentag, though, very clean right now. Trying to build up a little bit of back-to-back. I was forced to break it, actually. Seems to have been a misdrop. Colin YZ... Yeah, it's been an insanely close match so far. Colin YZ at 3 PPS. Pentag, not... about 0.4 PPS behind. Definitely significant, but... Pentag's been keeping up in terms of APM. It's only about 10 behind. Yeah, great play from both players so far, actually. Yeah, how is this team 33rd seed? What? That is insane. Oh my, and, yeah, that'll be it. Okay. So it will be Colin taking that absolutely thrilling warm-up. Okay, yeah, so Colin does need a sweep here for the win, and Pentag just needs one round. But, you know, seeing some incredible gameplay here, regardless. Okay, both players with the TK opener. Colin YZ going to this bit of LST. Actually, both players full canceling each other. Okay, actually, yeah, not a single bit of garbage has been received. Finally, Pentag gets some from Colin. And both players with a decent surge count right now. Okay, so Colin breaks first. Pentag breaks in response. It's a lot of pressure. It's too much for Pentag. Oh no, Pentag hanging on barely for dear life. Is it enough? I don't think so. I think Colin gets this. Okay, yeah. Wow, incredible stuff there. Just explosive out of the gate. Colin 3.2 PPS there. It's too much for Pentag to deal with. But once again, Pentag just needs one. Colin needs all 7. We'll see if Colin can get it. Ooh, bad misdrop there. And that's going to be it. Pentag takes it for Purdue. Oh, unfortunate there for Colin. The misdrop just spelling disaster. And now Colin needs to work their way. They're just going to continue to play. Needs to work their way through this 9-0 stack. Does find a nice skim. Pentag doing great here. Finds a nice Z-spin into this down stack combo. Colin doesn't have a great out. Has to really extend this down stack. This is alive for now, but having to make some aggressive T-spin decisions basically by force. Didn't have any other way out there. Okay, now does finally open the well. Isn't enough. It looks like Colin doesn't manage to get out. Pentag now the one under pressure. Does Colin find this? It's a big spike. Pentag all the way up here, finds the S-spin. Is it enough? Is it enough? And it looks like the answer is barely yes. Once again, these players showing off their incredible offensive and defensive skills. Pentag with the big spike over. Colin pushed all the way up. Colin now working their way down. If it doesn't kill, it might be advantageous. Imperial Cross in the middle of the stack for Colin. Pentag seems to have misdropped. Kind of compromising on decisions here. It's really slow, though. It's taking too long. That will be another one for Colin. Alright. Looks like Pentag here with the DT cannon. Colin with the MKO. Definitely two very different openers and styles, but both still perfectly usable in this day and age. Oh, quick spike over back to Collins of Pentag. Taking it, tying it back up once again at 2-2. Once again, Pentag here, a little bit under pressure. Colin with that massive speed gap, 4 PPS right now. Colin is on fire. But Pentag keeping up just fine. Incredibly close match so far. Alright, and now Colin putting on the pressure onto Pentag's board. Pentag doesn't really have great pieces and is super cheesed up right now. Needs to use the eyepiece. Needs so much more though, not great pieces. Colin has the opportunity to kill here. 3.4 PPS. Colin, oh, with the TSD tower. Oh my god, it's no, yeah, it is. Insane play here from Colin and from Pentag. Hello, Screenshot. I hope you're being entertained by this incredible matchup. So are some of the people in the room with me, and they do say hi to everyone in chat, so thank you everyone in chat for being here. And once again, Pentag with this good all spins, looking for the surge. They're one piece. Okay, one clear off, they does get it. Colin doesn't really have any surge, but the just full cancel the Pentag set. Incredible gameplay that we're seeing. Okay, Pentag keeping it low, keeping it clean, just hoping to continue living here really, and just continue to put on the pressure. Colin pushed all the way up. Gets a good down stack though, is now the one in a position to make a play though. Pentag sending way more. Just cancel, both players cancel each other out. It's basically dead even. Okay, great rattle slap there from Colin. 19 spike, Pentag living, barely hanging in there. Pentag, I don't think they can make it out, and that's going to be yet another one for Colin. Great stuff there. Though just, yeah, from both players, honestly. Pentag living so many precarious situations there. Colin, though, driving the pace of this match. Okay, Colin here with already a 6 surge. Same Pentag is matching, though. Both players keeping it real close right now. Pentag sends the surge first. Colin's holding it. They break. It's a big send over, but Pentag clean stack. Do they get it? They don't. Okay, Colin right now just putting on the pressure. Pentag seems to be just waiting. Seems to wanting to tank is definitely a valid strategy against openers. Okay, big spike over. Pentag gets a nice T-spin. Does need to kind of open this up a little bit. Does eventually do so. Great stack here, though. It has a lot of attack potential. Colin needs to find a response. Colin struggling here. Has to break surge. I think they should live this, though. Okay, Pentag at the bottom here. Doesn't really find a great option. Still going to skim a little bit from what it looks like. Calling with this aggressive T-spin sub into this down stack combo. Yeah, Pentag basically full canceling it, though. Both players dead even right now. Colin is just putting on the pressure, keeping themselves alive here. Great stack. Pentag now pushed up a little bit, though. Does have the massive surge advantage. Gonna send Colin all the way up here. Colin does not live this, and it'll be Pentag taking yet another one. Pentag trying to keep it as close as possible. That third round was crucial to not send this to a massive deficit. Oh, it looks like Pentag was just taking off the hoodie. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Oh, now pushing Colin all the way up. Colin needs to find this down stack. Has okay pieces for it. Looking to make their way through. Oh, big down, massive surge though. Pentag is in a massively advantageous position. That's gonna be yet another one, a 4-5 game. This is getting increasingly close. Okay, Pentag out here with the DT cannon. Colin gets to tank a little bit of it. Going to get this nice well open. Looking all the way for this T-space. Big down stack. A 29 spike. Holy cow. Oh my god. Okay, Colin sending it to match point off of an incredible nearly 30 spike. I am loving what I'm seeing here. Both players can be so explosive in that decisive moment. Pentag here with a kind of trying to open up the well. Now down massive surge. Colin just waiting for a second. Is this keyboard issues? No. Okay, seems like they're just fine. Going to fix it. But still holding surge damage. Big send, 25 spike. Oh, and Pentag looking for the STSD. Didn't get it. And that will be it. Pentag takes... Wait, no. Colin takes it to 7-4. Great stuff there from both players, though. Incredible gameplay, but I will be Purdue be winning the match 25-22. Congratulations to both teams. And I believe I can do interviews. But yeah, I mean, honestly, great match to watch, especially at the end there. First couple were looking a little bit iffy, but you know, as we got towards the end there were two very close matches. So yeah, I guess we'll be doing interviews. So anyone who wants to be interviewed from either team, do join the pending interview channel. We would love to interview you. Well, I guess me. There's no we, it's just me. Yay. I'm really out here like every week commentating. It's great to be here, but wow. Okay. Okay, it looks like we will be getting Pentag from Purdue in pending interviews. Okay. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just a little tired. I commentated both matches today, but congratulations on the win. Yeah, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean that last game I was up against a very, very good player. I knew that I only needed 1 point, but still playing against really good players, talented players from across the school, like that's honestly the most exciting part about college Tetris, and I really got to enjoy that today. So I'm feeling great.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Honestly, it was an incredible match to watch. It kind of looked like you were getting overpowered a little bit. Like, how did you, I guess, really deal with all that pressure coming in from? Damn, I actually just forgot. Oh yeah, it was Colin. It was Colin. Right, right, right. Like, how did you, kind of deal with all that pressure?
Yeah, well, in this case, I knew that I just needed to get as many points as I could. So I just needed to take it steady. I knew that I just needed to find the right opportunity to really step on the throttle and try to catch Colin off guard. And that was basically my main strategy the whole time. Just take it nice and steady. Don't like get ahead of yourself, and just look for a good opportunity.
Yeah, you definitely played really well today. Any thoughts on how your team did as a whole? Like, were there any interesting drafting strategies that you were thinking about, or just what were you anticipating from UC Riverside?
Um, I did I did think about the band strategies at the start a lot. Riverside did kind of do the worst case ban that I anticipated,
Oh,
but I think our drafting was about as good as it could be. I think maybe the first round, I think we might have had a better blind pick. I'm not sure. Overall, I think our team today did excellent. Everyone on my team did great. So very proud of them.
yeah, great stuff there from the entire Purdue team. It looks like Stalpo will be joining us for the interview. Hi, Stalpo.
Hey.
I guess, can you just give us some insight into how your team kind of preps for a match? I know Purdue is a pretty big Tetris club, across North America, but just like, what do you do in preparation for a match like this?
So typically, we actually have a lot of our team join VC pretty early before the match, sometimes like 30 minutes or so. But I think that one of the main things that puts us apart, especially for me as somebody on the B team, is that we have like usually 1, 2, or 3 A team players in the VC whenever B team plays. And I feel like they give us like a lot of insight, and even just like the higher level players like Pentag helps a lot. And I feel like we have a lot of communication as a team. And I feel it may be like a lot more than some other teams, which may be helping us out. I don't know.
Definitely interesting there, but it's always good to get reassurance from other members of the team. And
Yeah.
yeah, great job today from Purdue as a whole. I believe we'll be interviewing UC Riverside next, but thank you too for joining the stream and giving your thoughts.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having us.
Yep.
Okay, welcoming. I believe this is K- uh Kuam to the stream. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Hello. Is that how you say your tag? Is it Kuam or?
Uh, yeah, you can just call me Ko. It's fine.
Oh, sure, Ko. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah. So I guess just what are your thoughts on the match today? Like, how did it go? Did it like, go according to like I guess what you were anticipating? Like, how did you like? What were you kind of expecting from the matchup?
Um, yeah, this matchup went about how our team expected it to go. I would have rather someone else played against Kennen, like reverse the different order, but I guess this is just the way our team decided. And yeah, the match really came down to the matchup with me and Kennen, so that was what we were hoping for.
Definitely some interesting stuff there. Definitely a very lopsided match. Honestly, like starting off with two sweeps and then like a near sweep after that. But I think it was a great gameplay from UC Riverside and Purdue B. So I guess just any like how did what were your thoughts on I guess just like how you prepare for a matchup, and what does your team do in particular to really set yourself apart?
Well, as a team, we're pretty inconsistent because this is our first year competing, I believe, and we don't have that much commitment, especially with midterms coming around this
Right,
time.
right.
But yeah, a lot of us do a lot of solo practice, and then the lower level players like me, Frost Freeze, and Dragon Lene will usually ask our X rank players, to help us out if they have time. But besides that, it's a lot of solo practice. I actually have not been practicing. Like I haven't been improving since last week because I've been trying to learn openers, which you saw I didn't use this time because I'm still pretty bad at them. But yeah, that's what I've been working on personally.
Yeah, okay then. I think you guys had a great match today. Just any if you want to give any shout outs to any particular players on the team today, or just you know.
Um, yeah, I mean, Colin played pretty good. Shout out to our best player right now.
All right then. Great stuff there. But I think that should be probably gonna have to cut off the interview. Thank you for joining us on stream and giving
All
your
right,
thoughts on the
thank you.
match. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So I believe we should be just be going to ending the stream, but thank you everyone for coming and tuning into today's matches. Do catch us next week with more CTL. Next week will be round 4, so it should be the last round for the upper division before playoffs. So that's definitely something very exciting to watch out for. Uh, I will read out the organizer list, I guess. Shout out to Arithmetic, Vote Hotel, Dig Cheese, who is streaming today. I am George A. M Money, Mango Lemon, Trooper 4907, Zynex for organizing CTL. Special thanks to Osk, Ors, Blues, and Garbo for their incredible help with the various things, whether that be on Tetrio or just organizing in general. And shout out to fellow commentators today, Neutral, who is misspelled on the commentators list. So someone should probably fix that because they did in fact commentate it. But yeah, shout out to all the commentators today. It's been a blast here to be with you to commentate both of today's matches, but I am very tired, so I will be going soon. And thank you for joining me.